Hey everyone, welcome to another Business English tip. Today I want to talk about presentations, specifically about something in this book here, which is Resonate by Nancy Duarte. This is a really cool book, which is full of incredible tips and tricks and material for presentations. I highly recommend this, and I'm going to talk about something that Nancy Duarte talks about in this book, about creating contrasts in your presentations. So the idea that she gives in the book is, she talks about some examples of contrasts and this idea that if you create an idea and then you communicate the opposite of this idea, that creates tension. And if you're able to move back and forward between these opposites, that creates tension and it creates movement, and people are attracted to these opposites and they will move with you. So this is a really good way to create a little bit of drama and a little bit of energy and excitement in your presentations. So some examples that she gives in the book would be, you talk about something in the past and the present, and then you communicate something about the future, or you express an idea about pain and then you move to an alternative idea of gain. So you have the idea and its opposite, or you talk about a problem and then you offer a solution. Or you express something which is, a concept or an idea which is ordinary, and then you move to a concept or an idea which is special. And what's really important in Resonate, it's a very important part of her message, is that you express the world as it is, and then you express the world how it could be. So you talk about what is, and then you talk about what could be. And this movement from what is to what could be this electrifies audiences. This can really make your presentation, can really have a very powerful effect on your audience. So I'm going to give an example, of a few of these things from something that I have done in some of my presentation classes and with some of my clients. So first, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you what your favorite animal was when you were a child. Think about your favorite animal when you were 3 or 4. Do you have it in your head? Okay, so I'll tell you mine. My favorite animal was a chicken. So I'll draw it here. So when I was 3 or 4, I have this image in my head, or a memory in my head, of seeing little chickens running around in a field, and I remember thinking, oh, they're so beautiful and they're so cute, little chickens. I want to take them home, I want to have them as a pet. And I thought about this recently because I also had a dinner. I prepared this incredible dinner, and I'll just try to draw it here for you. Okay, so a friend told me this recipe on how to make chicken, and it's basically, it's French, and you cover the top of the chicken with a lot of butter and some herbs, and then you put it in the oven with, you know, with vegetables and potatoes. It was really delicious. I'm very sorry for any vegetarians or vegans. I don't want this to be offensive, but it really was delicious. And I think this chicken cost me $1.99. So the whole dinner probably cost about €5, and it served 4 people. And the chicken itself cost €1.99, which is pretty cheap. So when I thought about this, and then I kind of remembered my memory, and that got me thinking, and then I remembered a documentary I'd seen, you know, a really horrible documentary which was talking about chicken factories and how chickens are kept, you know, in these little cages, and, you know, battery farm chickens, and they live in darkness and they just lay eggs all day and they have this really horrible life. So I basically got to thinking that my $1.99 chicken probably meant something like this. You know, basically, this is the price of my dinner. My cheap $1.99 dinner is probably a chicken that lived on a battery farm in a factory and was getting pumped with hormones. So that really did start making me think that there was something wrong with this. There's something wrong with this if it means this. So I thought about it more, and then I talked to some friends about it, and people said, well, you could become vegetarian, you could stop eating meat. I don't think I'm ready for that yet, but I thought about it. Or another option was basically to shop at an organic supermarket. So that would mean you can still buy chicken, and the chicken, just draw the chicken here. So if you shop at an organic supermarket, it basically means you can still eat chicken, but you just pay more for it. That's what I did. The next day that I made this chicken, I went to an organic supermarket, I found a smaller chicken, and I saw, wow, okay, it costs €15. It's quite a lot. And I thought, should I put it back and go to the cheap supermarket and buy myself a €2 chicken? Then I thought again about this, about chickens running around, and I thought, okay, do I want this type of chicken, or do I want this type of chicken? And basically I thought, okay, if I'm going to eat meat, I might as well, you know, pay a little bit more and know that the chicken probably had a decent life. So I went and in the end I bought the organic chicken. So this is just, you know, an idea that I use to express, you know, some of these ideas of what is and what could be. You know, here we have different types of contrasts. You could talk about here as the problem and the solution, or you could talk about the pain of paying €15, but the gain of this. Or, you know, if somebody stops eating meat or stops eating chicken when they have this information, this could be information, and then you could create the idea of insight to become a vegetarian. I also express here, you know, this was the past. This is what I did in the past. This is what I do now. So past, present, future. So, you know, you can create lots of different contrasts. The idea is, you know, when you sit down to prepare your presentation, think about some ideas, some strong ideas, and then think about their opposites. You know, and you can use this as a list to brainstorm and to help you. And then think about a way that you can move between those opposites. And if you do that, if you put that into your presentations, this will really give your presentations, you know, a boost. And this will really help you create incredible content for your presentations. I hope this video helped you. Remember to check out this book. It's also at the moment completely free online. There's a beautiful online version of this book. Nancy Duarte also has a TED talk, which is really cool. So I would recommend also that you check out the book. I hope this video tip helped you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hi everyone. If you want to see more video tips like this, just click on these videos here. Go on, do it now.